Hej, siemano wam wszystkim ludzie, z tej strony Arturo, witam was na swoim kanale i kontynuujemy Broken Sword Director's Cut. Ponownie wcielamy się w Nicole Collard. Znajdujemy się teoretycznie w jej mieszkaniu w Paryżu. W poprzednim odcinku ogólnie poznaliśmy George'a. Nasze losy się splotły ze sobą z tego względu, że George był świadkiem ataku terrorystycznego, do którego doszło w restauracji, w którym Nicole miała spotkać się z panem Plantardem. No a z racji tego, że Nicole się troszeczkę spóźniła, prawdopodobnie to uratowało jej życie. Teoretycznie, prowadzimy tutaj śledztwo, dlaczego doszło do morderstwa pana Karszona. No dobra, w każdym bądź razie sprawdźmy, co musimy teraz wykonać.
There wasn't anyone that I needed to call.
Nie musiałam do nikogo dzwonić, tak? Okej. Coś napisaliśmy na kartce, ale nie doszło do większej interakcji. Mamy jakąś fotografię, spójrzmy na nią.
It was a photograph of my father, the first one I ever took, with the first camera he ever bought me.
A, przystojny gościu.
You have no messages.
Zdecydowanie, kiedy muzyczka gra w tle, to gra się o wiele przyjemniej.
No, I'm not giving up.
My first Teddy. Never had a boyfriend as loyal as him.
No dobra, wydaje mi się, mamy jeszcze jakąś szkatułkę, do której mogę zajrzeć.
Not giving up. No, I'm not giving up on you. 'Cause I feel like if we work it, it will make.
The box was carved by my father. It never had a key. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Cochon's.
No właśnie, dlaczego ojciec Nicole miał fioła na punkcie słoni?
The box was one of the few things my father left me. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Cochon's. The box was one of the few things my father left. The elephant on...
Dobra, ale potrzebujemy klucz.
It was the beautiful elephant my father had carved.
Może faktycznie w tym słoniu jest gdzieś jakiś klucz, którym będę mógł otworzyć to pudełko, ale na chwilę obecną nic tutaj wykombinować nie mogę. Dobra, na razie to pudełko odłożymy z powrotem do kufra, bo w sumie tylko to pudełko mogę wyjąć. Może faktycznie powinienem użyć jakiejś spinki na tym słoniu albo coś, żeby...
No.
Raczej nie.
It was the drawing room key.
Klucz do pracowni. No dobra. Mogę opuścić za to nasze mieszkanie. I mamy kwieciarkę, którą, powinniśmy znać, jeżeli oglądaliście poprzednie filmy z Broken Sworda.
Nicole Collard.
Oh, hello there. Don't tell me I'm going to meet a tall, dark man.
No, I don't think so. Why would you say that?
Oh, just a wild guess.
Anyway, your cousin's female and very pretty.
What?
Your cousin from Marseille. How could you forget her so soon? She was only in your apartment yesterday.
Ah, really?
Such a charming young girl.
Isn't she? And in my apartment, you say?
She let herself in, of course. She's got a key.
Suddenly, everything made sense. My apartment had been bugged. That was how Plantard knew all about my article. How did I know? Because the only cousin I have is a sweet little guy called Jean-Marc, who runs a patisserie in Le Touquet. These people were determined, which meant they were also very dangerous.
Czyli mamy podsłuch w domu, tak? Zresztą, kiedy byliśmy w tej świątyni w podziemiu, to widzieliśmy cały artykuł na nasz temat.
I suppose she'd forgotten which apartment was mine.
Oh, Miss Collard, you're a mind reader. That's just what she said.
Oh, I bet it was. Well, I'd better be going. See what my sweet cousin's been getting up to.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Nie fajnie, nie podoba mi się to. Ktoś ewidentnie był w moim mieszkaniu. Dobra. Café de la Chandelle Verte. Mieszkanie Karszonów i Rougerie.
The door was locked.
Drzwi były zamknięte, ale widzę, że po George'u ani śladu. O!
Hello, could I ask you some questions?
That depends. Are you a cop?
No, I'm a journalist.
Bit late, aren't you? They already took away the body.
I'm doing a follow-up on this story.
Nie przypominam sobie, żeby w pierwowzorze też była ta scenka.
You see this ticket?
Are you trying to bribe me?
No.
I don't blame you, of course. Good-looking fella like me.
Chcieliśmy mu dać bilet. Jestem ciekaw, jak zareaguje na łuskę.
What do you think of my shell case?
Are you in the scrap business?
Of course not.
Pity. I've got some rubbish just like that I need to get rid of.
Would you like this hair clip?
What do you take me for? Some kind of a pervert?
Would you recognize this?
That is the key to a safe. A Warren special, if I'm not mistaken.
No, gościu ma łeb na karku.
Do you know how I could get the paint out of this cloth?
What do you think this is? Household Tips Week?
He wouldn't be interested. He wouldn't be interested in a substitution cipher.
Look at this secret message.
Very nice. But it's not secret now, is it? It's just a message.
Do you like this coffee?
It's the kind of thing you pick up for a couple of euros at Les Puces de Saint-Ouen.
Okej.
Do you know this man?
He looks like a nasty piece of work. I had an uncle who was with the fascists, but we never talk about him.
What happened to him?
How should I know? We never talk about him.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
What do you think I am? A plumber?
No dobra. Wypytaliśmy się o wszystkie przedmioty, które mieliśmy w ekwipunku. Czas wypytać się o ludzi.
Tell me, are you related to the workman I saw digging the hole?
Don't talk to me about flobage. Pah!
Okay.
He just won a fortune on the horses and he won't give me a cent.
Well, it's his money.
When he was broke, he was happy to touch me for a loan. Brothers should look after each other, he used to say. He's changed his tune, now he's brassed up.
You're doing a fine job.
Damn right I am. You should be writing about me, not that idiot that got blown up.
The heroes who pick up the pieces when disaster strikes.
Exactly.
Well, give me your best smile and maybe I'll put your picture in the article.
Oh, right. Just give me a minute to do my hair.
I po co gość tak nakręca? Ja nie mam w sumie aparatu w ekwipunku, żeby mu zrobić fotografię.
Hello?
Yes?
Have the police finished with the crime scene?
What does it look like? I got orders to board up the windows, and that's what I'm doing.
So the body's been removed?
I certainly hope so, or it'll stink to high heaven when they take down these boards.
Shouldn't you check?
Are you kidding? They don't pay me enough to put up boards, let alone check for dead bodies.
I need to take some more pictures.
Of course. My pleasure. Just give me a moment.
Dobra, ale widzę, że kiedy ten gościu pozuje, to ja mogę wejść do środka?
The police had removed the body, but nothing else looked disturbed.
O, czyli będę mógł tutaj jakieś dowody zbadać, tak? Widzę, że mogę spojrzeć na lustro. Ale z tego co pamiętam, to lustro było zbite. No jest zbite.
A panel had been blown away, revealing a gap. From this angle, I could see that something had been lodged in the gap behind the pipes.
Okej. Za rurami we wnęce, czyli gdzieś tu.
Behind the table were some damaged pipes. Voila! The police and forensic teams had missed a vital piece of evidence. Some kind of pouch. On the pouch was the cross symbol of Cauchon's organization. I was on the right track.
No, powiem wam szczerze, że... No jest to nowość, tak? Tego nie było w pierwowzorze.
There was nothing of interest beyond some bloody debris.
No dobra, w takim razie spójrzmy do tej sakiewki.
On the pouch was the cross symbol of Cauchon's organization. Inside the pouch were two items. A strange metallic artifact and a letter in some kind of code.
O,
Another coded message using the same cipher system. So, Plantard was involved with Cauchon.
i po raz kolejny będziemy musieli tutaj rozwiązać ten sam szyfr, tak? Gdybym to jeszcze pamiętał, które literki odpowiadały którym... Ale dobra, zrobię to na szybko.
Plantard. Pierre killed. Murderer must have followed trail from Arnaud and Yamada. He will come for us now. We must be vigilant. Thierry's girl broke into Pierre's safe. She worries me. Imelda. So much for Imelda's innocence. Plantard was working for her and for Cauchon. But why did Plantard want to meet? Was it a trap? Or maybe he was in too deep and needed me to tell the story, whatever the story was. One thing was clear. It was a story worth killing for.
Okej, no dobra, udało mi się rozszyfrować wiadomość. Troszeczkę to trwało, ale na szczęście mogłem dociąć film.
The artifact had a sword laid across scales. There was a picture of Lady Justice on the locked panel, in the room below the conciergerie. Some journalists drink on the job, not me.
Nie mogę zabrać butelki ze sobą. Szkoda, mogłaby mi się przydać. Ale wydaje mi się, że w ostatnim czasie tutaj trafiliśmy, ponieważ za chwilę pewnie te drzwi też będą zabite dechami.
Hey, what about my photos?
Of course. How could I forget?
Well, I'm waiting. Get your camera out.
Camera. Oh, I forgot. It broke.
Hello. They should never send a woman to do a man's job.
Well, this woman had fooled him easily enough. And found the evidence the police had missed.
Gościu tutaj pozował, myślał, że zrobię mu zdjęcie, a my wykorzystaliśmy okazję i... No, mamy dowody, tak? Jakieś tam udało nam się zebrać.
The police had been quick to clear away the wreckage and arrange for the window to be boarded up.
Czyli tak, jeszcze zobaczymy po prawej stronie, czy będę mógł wejść do kanałów, ale obstawiam, że się nie da.
There might have been clues down there, but I was relieved I didn't have a sewer key.
Niestety George zabrał klucz ze sobą.
The strange metal artifact I found in Plantard's pouch had pointed back to the quayside.
Okej. Ale tu już byliśmy. Czyli wychodzi na to, że coś jeszcze w środku musimy znaleźć.
Moving the skiff would only damage it more.
No bo widzicie, drzwi w dalszym ciągu są otwarte, ale... No właśnie, czy ja teraz tędy przejdę?
The slab was too heavy for me to lift.
Co prawda mamy te wszystkie elementy tutaj, moglibyśmy je wykorzystać.
I needed a gap for leverage.
Potrzebowałem szpary dla podparcia. Ale łuski nie mogę tutaj włożyć. A wcześniej mogłem. Bo ja najpierw muszę krzyż podnieść, łuskę włożyć. No dobra. łuskę sobie teraz wyjmiemy,
I removed the shell case.
ponieważ w tym miejscu już nie jest potrzebna. A my ponownie obadajmy sobie to miejsce. A, tak, bo mamy tutaj jeszcze safe, którego nie otworzyliśmy, nie?
A door like that always has something important behind it. That wasn't going to help.
Dobra, ale mamy coś takiego.
Plantard's key fitted the lock, so he must have used this place too.
Co my tutaj mamy?
A photograph had been torn up. If I could just arrange the pieces.
Czyli mamy puzzle do ułożenia. No dobra. Zajmijmy się zatem tym.
Oh my god. It can't be.
Czy to jest jej ojciec?
There was no doubt about it. It was a picture of my father. Papa, oh God. After what I'd gone through, I thought I could face anything, but not this. My father, the one person in the whole world who I truly admired, standing with Cachon while those murderers carried on with their evil work. My father, grinning at the camera. I couldn't believe it. I realized that I desperately needed to get to the bottom of this story, and that I really needed George.
Okej. I przemieniliśmy się z powrotem na George'a. Chodźmy porozmawiać z kwieciarką.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
No thanks.
I'm very good. It only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to. What do you make of this tool?
Is it something a dentist would use?
No, it's for raising manhole covers.
Formidable.
Do you recognize this nose?
No, monsieur.
What can you tell me about this tissue?
Nothing.
What can you tell me about this material?
It's a very expensive piece of cloth, monsieur.
Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me in the apartment block across the street. The door isn't locked, but you'll need to give it a gentle nudge. It sticks, you see, because of the damp. The landlord said he'd fix it before winter sets in. He's been saying that for 3 years.
How long has Mademoiselle Collard lived here?
A few months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating. It's a struggle to keep warm. The only reason I stay is because the rent is cheap. Your young lady, she deserves better.
I thought Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer.
Not as successful as she makes out for all her fine clothes. Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep at night.
That's awful.
Now don't you let on that I've told you. She's proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
Have you seen anyone out here watching Mademoiselle Collard's apartment?
Yes, I have. A strange man. Tall and thin as a broomstick. He kept his face hidden, but I saw his eyes peering from evil little slits.
How was he dressed?
A long brown raincoat with an hat.
Or like Humphrey Bogart?
Yes, but he didn't have Bogart's charisma. Besides, this guy looked like he needed a toilet. You never saw Bogart clenching his buttocks like that?
Is there anything else you can tell me about Mademoiselle Collard?
No, monsieur.
Are the flowers for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay. I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No?
They are lilies, monsieur. Some people associate them with death.
Yikes. Thanks for telling me. What other flowers do you have?
Dahlias?
What do they signify?
Insecurity?
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me. What about the tall yellow ones?
Those are iris, the flame of passion.
And the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
Well, they're no use to me. I want to make an impression, not jump down her throat. I've changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
You're going on a long journey.
My, oh my. What a surprise. Can you tell me anything I don't already know? How does this fortune-telling routine work?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be selling flowers for a living.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were blessed with the gift?
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose. Some of us are born with a built-in receiver dish. I just happen to be one of the lucky ones.
Can you really foretell the future?
Only time will tell, monsieur. The strange thing is, I can't seem to see myself in the future. Other people, I have no problem. But when I try to see what might happen to me, nothing.
That must be scary.
Maybe. I figure it's a kind of natural safety mechanism. Either that, or I don't have a future.
No dobra, porozmawialiśmy na wszystkie tematy. Ogólnie bardzo sympatyczna staruszka.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur, you will.
Pewnie jeszcze nie raz będziemy mieli okazję z nią porozmawiać. No i finalnie nie kupiliśmy kwiatów dla Nicole. Może to i lepiej?
Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock.
Hi.
Bonjour. I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
Please, call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George. Eh bien? And what have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers underneath the cafe.
I thought I could smell something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number.
You had better luck than I did.
Luck, she said. Luck. Hard work, I'd call it. What happened?
My editor told me to drop this story. Can you believe it?
But you're not going to do that.
Oh no. I'm going to find out what's behind these killings. It just doesn't add up. It almost feels like some sort of conspiracy. The police in 3 different countries have kept very quiet about the murders. The press don't connect them at all. They blame them on political, religious or militant minority extremists.
Well, that covers just about everyone.
This is the tool I used to get into the sewers.
Fascinating, George.
You're not interested, are you?
Oh, of course I am. I think it was very brave of you to go down those sewers.
Yeah? Well, it was kind of scary, but... Well, I had a job to do.
Najpierw wypytamy o te przedmioty, nie? A potem o ludzi.
I found this false nose in the sewer.
Hey, what's this inside it?
The contents of someone's nose?
Don't be cross, George. It says La Risée du Monde. Masks and costumes. It's a costume shop near the Gare Saint-Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown costume.
No i widzisz, George. Warto sprawdzać wszystkie elementy, wszystkie przedmioty dokładnie.
I found this tissue down the sewer.
That's disgusting, George.
No. I think the stuff on it is grease paint, like actors use, or clowns.
It's still disgusting. Get rid of it.
Tylko wiecie, z drugiej strony napis na nosie był po francusku. Skąd George mógłby wiedzieć, że chodzi tutaj o jakiś sklep z kostiumami?
I found a piece of material near the cafe.
When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed a film I shot at the cafe. Here, George, it's an enlargement I made. Look what that guy is wearing.
checkered pants. The same material as I found in the sewer.
That's right. This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh, no?
Take a close look at his right cheek.
A scar in the shape of a horseshoe.
Or a crescent moon.
No i proszę bardzo, mamy wizerunek mordercy.
How come you enlarged this photograph of me?
Because I noticed the guy behind you, of course.
Tell me more about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell.
Well, how'd you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought me my first camera. I was 8 and my parents had just split up.
Did you live with your father?
Yes. My mother went off with her new boyfriend. I didn't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really. Always joking and laughing. Papa always wanted me to study art. That's why I went to college.
Did you learn about photography at college?
God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used. Paint, canvas, paper. Most of my year turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair. The only time I wasn't hungry was the term I did printing. I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
The first was Arnaud Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. Imagine it, millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was lured to his death by a snowman.
What about the clown's second victim?
Yamada, the controversial Japanese politician. He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium.
How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown.
I had been about to add mime to the list, but stopped myself. I really didn't want to have to explain to George about my father's involvement with Cauchon.
You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you this, I will not be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too. But this story could be my only chance for a big break.
Or an early death.
I have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Dobra, jeszcze raz porozmawiamy ze staruszką.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. How's your girlfriend?
She's not my girlfriend.
Maybe not yet, but I see your paths entwined in the future.
I doubt it.
Ale jaką ma minę, nie?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Oh, what a hunk.
He's a killer.
I can see that. His eyes say it all.
Okej.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur, you will.
Dobra, chętnie odwiedziłbym ten sklep z kostiumami, tylko nie wiem, gdzie on jest. Być może tu gdzieś? Kafe. Posterunek policji. Możemy udać się na posterunek policji, ale w sumie...
Hi!
Oh, hello.
Nie chciałem tutaj wracać. Po prostu chciałem zobaczyć, co to jest za miejsce.
I have to go.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Not so fast. I'd like your personal details, please.
Huh? What for?
In the event of an accident, it would help us to know where to send the body.
Na wypadek wypadku, tak?
Have you any idea what this tool is used for?
Oui, monsieur. It is a dipstick.
Wskaźnik.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur, I do not. I have no memory for faces.
I found this red nose near the Café de la Chandelle Verte.
A clown's nose?
That's right. The guy who wore this is a savage killer.
If you say so, monsieur.
W ogóle ten policjant nie jest wzruszony niczym.
I found this tissue.
What the hell is that?
It's evidence.
Evidence of what? Mayonnaise smuggling?
The sticky stuff is grease paint.
Ah. And that is supposed to make me happy, is it? I suggest you think long and hard about what you are doing with your life, monsieur.
Look, is this really necessary? I came in here to talk to Rosso.
Ah, why did you not say? He is not here.
But
Do you wish to leave a message for him? I have a choice of blue or black pen. I'd recommend the blue for a less formal communication.
I'd prefer to talk to him in person.
As you wish, monsieur.
Is Sergeant Moo available?
What? You want to speak to him?
Yes, please.
I cannot recall the last time someone has to speak to Moo. No one ever speaks to him. Not even his kids. Eh bien. He is not here, monsieur. He is with Inspector Rosso, like Laurel and Kitten. No, monsieur?
Hardy. Oliver Norville Hardy.
Chyba tamten policjant, który jest z Rosso, nie jest zbyt lubiany, skoro nikt z nim nie gada.
Thanks for your help, officer.
No ale w sumie, kiedy my z nim gadaliśmy, to sprawiał wrażenie jakiegoś takiego wycofanego. Czy coś jeszcze w kawiarni znajdziemy? Chyba nie, ale aczkolwiek... No tak. Tak jak mówiłem, całkiem niedawno, nie? W ostatniej chwili udało nam się wejść do sklepu, ponieważ wszystko zostało zabite dechami. Czyli jedyne miejsce, do którego mogę się udać, jest tutaj.
Excuse me.
Bonjour, monsieur. Please, come in. Welcome. Leave the mundane world behind, but in these four walls, fantasy is king.
I don't want a costume.
Didn't you ever dress up when you were a child?
Not that I remember.
Incredible! You'll be telling me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie.
I don't have a sister, and I think I'd look pretty silly in a brassiere. I just need some information.
Of course. How can I help you?
Wypytamy się go, nie? Najpierw o te przedmioty. A najbardziej interesuje mnie ten nos i chusteczka. Ale zacznijmy od podnośnika.
What does this tool mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur.
Do you recognize this man?
Oui, monsieur. I sold him some grease paint.
O,
Do you want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
Does this dirty tissue mean anything to you?
Let me smell that.
fuj.
Bestheimer's number 7 white pancake.
Theatrical grease paint, right?
Oui, monsieur. La crème de la crème of Thespian accoutrement.
Have you sold any of it recently?
Yes, 2 cans.
Okej, czy temu mężczyźnie ze zdjęcia?
Do you recognize this man?
Ah oui, he was here this morning. That is the man to whom I sold the grease paint. I remember the scar on his face. He chose 2 costumes. Bozo the clown and Seamus the pixie.
A pixie?
Very smart. Green silk with a taffeta lining. He gave me his name as Monsieur Khan.
Czyli wychodzi na to, że planuje kolejne morderstwo, tym razem w stroju z krzata.
Have you heard of a man named Plantile?
I do not recall any one of that name.
Może Plantard to też nie było jego prawdziwe imię?
Thanks for your help, buddy.
My pleasure, monsieur. Allow me to shake you by the hand.
Huh? Well, okay. What are you trying to do, kill me?
You did not find it amusing?
I never saw the funny side of electroshock therapy.
Eh bien, it is yours to keep. A gift?
Do I need a license?
No, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
Okej, dobra. Otrzymaliśmy brzęczek do rąk. No i mamy marsz pogrzebowy. Dobra, czyli co? Moglibyśmy udać się do Nicole i powiedzieć jej o tym, co udało nam się odkryć.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Wiemy, że ten gościu nazywał się Khan. Wiemy, że był w tym sklepie z kostiumami. O, zrobimy dowcip Nicole?
The guy at the novelty shop gave me this.
What is it?
A hand buzzer. You put it in your hand and give people electric shocks.
Why?
It's a gag, a practical joke.
If you ever use it on me, I'll break your arm.
Okay. I get the picture.
Ale co ciekawe, ja nie mogę z nią porozmawiać na temat tego, że ten gościu to był Kan.
I have to go.
Okay.
Czyli wychodzi na to, że muszę prawdopodobnie udać się na posterunek policji i porozmawiać z Rosso. Ale słuchajcie, moi drodzy, zrobimy to w kolejnym odcinku. Mam nadzieję, że ten wam się podobał. Dzięki wielkie za uwagę, trzymajcie się i do usłyszenia. Hej!